Hey guys, this is Eric from Figure Unboxing, and in this video, we're going to take a look at S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Ghost Ore Damashii. So I apologize in advance that this video is hella delayed. I've been really busy with my personal life, but here we are. It's better late than never. And here's the pre-order bonus. As you guys can see, the box is really nice, and this is the right side of the box, and here we have the left. It just extends out. I'm really liking this new packaging they're doing. It's really slim, and it's a really slick design. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it's a really simple figure as well. Let's bust this thing open and see what we got. Alright, so here we have the figure still in the packaging, and it also came with a newsletter. I'm really excited for Spectre. There's a lot of good stuff coming out late May. There's Mace Windu, there's Captain America, and there's Trunks, and we will take a look at them, of course. I'm not too sure if I will get the bike. I usually don't. And I'm really reluctant to get a Musashi because it's not my favorite design. Thank God the boost form is not Damashii Web exclusive. I'm really excited for this one. But I find it really weird that they did not include this hand gesture for Ghost. Because he uses it a lot. It's quite bullshit that they didn't include it. Hopefully they will include it in a later release. But that is still very annoying. But yeah, so here's the figure itself. And 2 pairs of hands, a sword, and hood. Let's not waste any more time and see what we got. Alright, so here we have the figure itself. And I really don't know what else to tell you guys except for it looks spectacular. Just by the looks alone, I give it a 10 out of 10. The design is so spot on that I think the figure actually looks better than the TV show. And I think that's the case for most of the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider figures. Because the TV show, they use the costume, and the costume looks really leathery, and in some angle, they look really soft. But in the figure form, they look like an actual armor suit. I really don't want to compare it with Iron Man, but that's what I think what it is. It just looks more like robotic and more robotish, It just looks like a really cool suit, and it hides the joints very well. And let's take a closer look at the figure. The metallic orange looks really good. The matte finish is very nice, and the plastic piece over here just looks really good as well. He does have that in the show. And here is the back of the figure, and I like all that design on his body and all the icon and stuff. And here we have the close-up of the belt, and that looks really good. Great attention to detail like always. And here is the foot. And yeah, let's take a look at the articulation and see what we got. So for the articulation, it's actually fairly standard, just like your other S.H.Figuarts, except for it has like a jacket. And the jacket is where it gets a little bit tricky, but let's just go over it from the neck down. He can look up and down, no problem, and he can turn his head, no problem, and that's very standard. And this whole shoulder piece just connects to the bicep, and he does have a bicep swivel on top of that, so that's no problem. Some people might think this is awkward, but I'm personally okay with it as long as it moves and it's functional, and he has the bicep curl, no problem, just like S.H.Figuarts. And the ab crunch is where it gets kind of awkward, because this whole jacket piece is soft material, but it's not so soft that, it doesn't hinder. It actually hinders it like a bunch. And that's where a lot of people complain. For modern standard, this articulation is not that good. That's very unfortunate. You can't really lean backwards, but you can go a little bit ab crunch over there, but you gotta be careful. I think I chipped my paint a little bit over there. And they decided to use the pull down hip for this figure, and I'm not too sure why they went for this, but I'm pretty sure they have a reason for it, and we know that this technology is not dead. I think moving forward, they're gonna decide if they're gonna use the 2.0 bull joint or the pull down hip as they see fit, I think. And it bends that much, the leg bends that much, and there's like a pivot over there, so that's pretty good. So the articulation is fine, but it's not the best. And I think moving forward, they're gonna do this for all the Ghost figures. So we're just gonna have to deal with this hard piece of plastic, or maybe they can change the material. I really don't know. But yeah, that's it for the articulation, and let's check out the accessory. Right, so for the accessory, he doesn't really come with a whole lot, and here's a pair of display open hands, and that looks pretty good. It's really standard. I'm pretty sure a lot of my figures have the same hand using the same mold. And yeah, that's really cool. So next up, I already have the figure assembled with the weapon holding hands, and I'm gonna show you guys the gun blade right now, which I forgot the name of it. And this is his primary weapon, and it's really cool. And this thing turns into a gun. At first I thought they're just gonna include a gun and a blade, but this is like a 2-in-1, so it's really cool. Here is the hinge of it, and you just kind of pull this down. And I really like how this thing is really stiff. I don't see this becoming loose anytime soon, unless you really play with it, but yeah, that's really cool. I like how it's really sturdy. And next thing you do is you pull down this part of the, not pull down, you pull this out, like this part of the gun, and there you go. And you just turn this around, and this will become a gun, and that looks really good. Yeah, I assembled that, and here we have the gun mode. And just turn that around. It's really nice attention to detail. And I believe these things are actually, they glow in the dark or something. It looks like a material that will glow in the dark, or you can like, put some light on it. And yeah, let's take a look at what it will look like on Kamen Rider Ghost. Alright, so this is what Kamen Rider Ghost will look like holding the gun, and it looks really good. I like how this has a really good size to it. I never really like how he holds the sword in the show. Like, it just looks really clumsy when he does it, but let's check it out. Alright, so here we have Kamen Rider Ghost holding a sword, and it looks great. I really like the design of the sword, and yeah, it looks more like a claymore than a sword. I think that's why he looks a little bit clumsy, because I imagine it could be kind of heavy. But yeah, that's really cool. I really like it. And that's it for the accessories, I think. Oh yeah, I have the pre-order bonus. Alright, so finally we have the pre-order bonus. And I gotta say, I'm actually kind of surprised. This is really well done. At first, when I saw the pre-order bonus, I was like, yeah, I really don't need him. But look at the metallic material they use on his like eye. This is really cool. I really like the attention to detail. And you can just, pack this in. And this is actually a ball joint, so he can kind of move around, but not really. But, I really like how they pay attention to detail on this kind of stuff. And that looks really good, and he can stand there as the Kamen Rider Ghost go, we should fight them now, no. Okay, so now let's get into some size comparison. Alright, so for the size comparison, I actually got quite a lot of stuff over here. I have Kamen Rider Baron, which is my favorite, and they're about the same size, so that's really consistent. I really like that, and yeah, that's really cool. And here I have the S.H.Figuarts Kakashi, and Kakashi is really tall. And wait, let me just kind of zoom that out a little bit. So this is what he will look like next to Kakashi. And I really like the cape, by the way. That's really cool. And here I have I believe this is Mark 45 from the Avengers. And that's really pretty cool because he's supposed to be tall. But a lot of people complain that Iron Man figures should be taller. But I don't know. I'm really fine with it. So it's okay. So here we have Captain America. And these are all the Age of Ultron ones. And here we have the infamous Awakening Goku. And at this point, I don't think Goku's that cool anymore after starting collecting S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider figures. I'm starting to think maybe I should get rid of all my Dragon Ball figures. But yeah, I probably won't do that. And here we have Kamen Rider Meteor. That's really cool as well. And we have Figma Gong. And that's probably very accurate as well. And we have the GGO Kirito over here. That's pretty cool as well. And what else do I have over here? I think I'm almost done here. Here we have a Levi from the Attack on Titans. It's kind of in an awkward size though. Oh, here I have Ryuga from the Gato series, and that's really cool. And let's check him out with my figures on the right. I move my Red Ranger over here because I figure a lot of you guys have Red Rangers, so it's probably a very good representation of get a feel of the figure size. And he is about the same size. And I really like how Kamen Rider Ghost is kind of bulky compared to the other Kamen Riders, because the suit does look kind of bulky, which makes it very funny because the actor is actually very skinny. So, when they become very bulky and like really buff, it looks kind of weird to me, but it's okay. It's a TV show. But yeah, here, let's compare him with some other figures I have over here. I gotta be careful. I knocked them down last time, so I gotta move it a little bit. Alright, so here we have him next to some Kamen Rider Gain figures I have over here. And here we have the Milan arms, which is my favorite. I'm just gonna like start moving some of the figures over here. So here's him next to Kylo Ren, and that looks really cool. My Kylo Ren is really dusty. I should really clean the dust. And here we have Maha or Kamen Rider Mach from Kamen Rider Drive. And it looks really good as well. We have the GGO Kirito, not a GGO, but a regular Kirito behind him. And here we have the Sparta Leonidas. He's about the size of Leonidas. And I really hope Leonidas is taller, but what can we do? And what else do we have? I have Obi-Wan over here to compare with as well. And Obi-Wan the cloak, and that's really cool. And I think that's it for the size comparison. Let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I really do highly recommend the figure. The sculpt is great, the color is good, and I really like the metallic material they use in the head. The whole Kamen Rider Ghost line seems to be really promising with this first release. If you're thinking about getting him, I urge you to do it right now because it does come with a pre-order bonus and the price is still relatively low. But it does have some downside, like the articulation is kind of hindering, but I still think he can pull off the rider kick. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he can do it. Like, they wouldn't release a product that can't do a rider kick. But it's just kind of sad that they did not include the hand gesture where he does this for charging a rider kick. I'm pretty sure they're gonna include it later on. They tend to do this a lot for the cheaper figures. They will add a little bit more later. Maybe we can get that hand for the later release or something. Like, oh, it's a pre-order bonus for like the other form or something. I don't know. Like that could be the case. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm sorry again for the delayed videos. I've been dealing with my girlfriend a lot, but now she's back to Taiwan or something. So yeah, I'm not gonna see her for a month. I can focus on the review. I'll see you guys in the next video then. I will be doing Lupin the Third next, I believe. Yeah, peace out.